I really hate for this to be the time for me to be doing a victory lap because it's not really a momentous occasion, something that should be celebrated. But if you don't know and you landed on this video, PlayStation servers are down and have been down since last night around 6 p.m. February 7th, we've had another PlayStation outage. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember back on the PS3 days where I think they were down for like a month or at the very least. It was an extreme long time. I was in high school, so I don't remember. It probably felt longer than it really was. It was weeks to months that the PlayStation servers was down and you couldn't play pretty much anything online. And now here we are 2025 and we have the same issue arise again where you can't play any video games unless you have, guess what guys, a physical copy. Logix has been saying this for years upon years and people still act like I'm the old guy in the room as to why we still need physical media. I don't even want to have to act like I'm been right about this or act like everybody's stupid and I'm the smartest person in the room. This isn't even about that. This just is a small glimpse of what potentially could happen if we just outright throw our hands up and say, well, to hell with physical media. It's an inconvenience. I don't feel like getting up and switching my disc every time I want to play something else. I get it. I'm victim to it. It feels good to just scroll through your library and pick a game and just get to playing it without any thought put into it. But here we are. Luckily me, I have a bunch of games that I really enjoy physically that I still can play, but there's a large amount of games that I have that I can't play right now. I ran into this issue last night and thought it wasn't a big deal. I was playing Crysis 2 Remastered and I was able to play it, but I had to restore the license first. I said, okay, this is one of those other stupid inconveniences we have where you just got to restore the license sometimes. I did that and it worked. Come today, I guess the issue has gotten worse maybe, and now I can't even do that for Crysis. I went to the game, I went to restore the license, it didn't work. I tried to screenshot the screen I got when the game doesn't come on, what it's saying to you right now about going to your account settings to change the restore the license. I can't even retrieve that picture off of the PlayStation Network app because their servers are down. I just saw a video on IGN where they were talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out and it might be the last console to have a physical library of games where they're still making physical games. Nintendo isn't leaning away from it. I doubt they do any exclusive games digitally. They probably release everything physically, and stores are winding down with physical copies. They don't get a bunch the way they used to and stuff like that. And I just think, well, this is all quite strange when now people can't play all of their games they have online. Keep in mind, guys, this isn't about whether you bought the game or it was or you're streaming it through the PlayStation Premiere bundle, whatever. Anything that's digital, you can't play it. Literally nothing. So that further, of course, that means you also can't play with your friends. Now, I have PC, I have a Switch, I can play these games, yes, of course, which is an argument for why PC gaming could work better because, you know, you're already paying for the internet and you don't have to pay for the internet again to play the games, but that's a different conversation for a different day. I'm always gonna probably play console games as long as they're not going to strictly digital. I'm telling you right now, if we get to a point that digital games are the only option and they don't make consoles with disc versions, I'm not gonna bother with it whatsoever. I can't further invest into these companies that's given a big one right up the you-know-what. So if you guys are gonna continue to play console games and want digital games, I'm with you, but if we get to the point that they just stop making physical versions of games and we have outages for God knows what reason, for God knows how long, we're in to get screwed the way they've been doing it and even worse. So I'm just here to remind y'all, this is exactly what I've been talking about. This is why this is an issue to just surrender our rights to owning things. Yes, we don't own them technically when we buy those games, but there's a lot less likelihood that things like this will happen where servers could get shut down and you don't know why or for how long. But nonetheless, y'all, I'm sorry I had to pop in on this type of note, but of course this is of utter importance to me and a channel like this. So thanks for tuning in to Logix Lens, where the gamers win, and I'm out.